Hello, my beauties. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Coach Viv here, and yes, this is live. Welcome. Welcome to those of you who are here live. Welcome to those of you who will come later. And I am so, so glad you are here. Today, actually, I'll jump right into what we're going to do as I wait just a little bit for folks to arrive. Okay? So, YouTube. A reminder, actually, if you really enjoy my lives, and I know some of you really like the lives like more than the pre-recorded, go ahead and there is a bell you can hit on YouTube, right? That you can decide notification so you know when I go live or when a video is published. So welcome. Hey, I see folks arriving. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am using StreamYard, is the app to stream with you on my computer. So it's just a little bit less sharp because my computer camera is not quite on my Mac. It's good, but it's not as good as on my cell phone. But what I like about this is using StreamYard, I can put your comments up. Okay, so I'm gonna actually turn my phone off. How are you doing? Let me know how you're doing. Let the community know how you're doing and what time is it where you are. It is 4:49 here. So yeah, so it's 11, so it's like 11:45, 12:45, 1:45, 2:43, 44. Did I do that right? Yeah. Because so I'm still in the UK and the UK just sprang ahead. So now it's a 5 hour difference. Hey y'all, welcome, welcome, welcome. Say hi, who's here? Like I said, otherwise I'm just sitting in a room with gray furniture, talking to myself, all right? Let me make sure, oh gosh, do I still have Zoom open? Hold on here. Okay, it looks like I do not have Zoom open because I don't want to have Zoom and be doing live on YouTube. So welcome, hope you're having a beautiful Sunday, that you've had a good weekend. What I will be talking about today and sharing with you is actually from the Oracle deck that I did recent 2 videos about. Did you guys see them? I did one with Abiola Abrams, who is the creator of several decks for Hay House, and her latest one is called Faces of Oshun, and I love that deck. Hold on, guys, my glasses had like gunk on it, and I love that deck. And so, what came up today intuitively from that deck, from the Faces of Oshun deck, were some very interesting cards about sort of shadow aspects, and I thought I would share that with you. And so what I want to do is right at the beginning of this video, we're going to just do a practice, okay? We're going to do a cord cutting practice, all right? So it makes sense to do it early on so that the replay folks, if they come in and they don't get to do the live interaction, but they can do the practice. And so if you're live, you can also get to participate, okay? How does that sound? And then we'll just open it up for questions and community chat and all of that, okay? So let me show you the card. Again, this is the back of the deck. So Oshun is associated with honey and with sweetness. She is the Yoruba and African, Afro-Brazilian goddess of Orisha, of love, and that's a simplification. Love, fresh water. She's associated with the color yellow. It's basically love, sweetness, femininity. There are other Orishas, but that is her quality. So what Abiola did, though, is just like any goddess, there's often different faces or aspects of the divine feminine. And so this is a card that came up today. So now you do not, you can be from any background to be interested in this if you just have eclectic interests or if you are from the African diaspora. Okay, but this can apply to anyone in terms of cord cutting, energetic balance, and liberation, actually. So this was a card that was pulled today. And I want to, as a result, we're going to do a cord cutting, and I'm going to give you some journal questions. How does that sound, you guys? And let me pull up comments. Give me about 2 minutes after you put a comment, right? After you say hello. And again, coming into the channel, it's like you're entering a room, and you don't just enter a room and sort of stand over in the corner, or do you? That would be weird. That would be like kind of, that would just be off-putting. So I'm here, you're here. Say hi in the comments, as long as you're not driving. I often have folks tell me after I prod them and they're like, I'm driving, Viv, I can't, or they're like listening, but something else is going on. So if that's you, that's okay as well. All right. So I'm going to give like 2 more minutes, and then we're going to do the practice. But what I'm going to do in the meantime is give you some of the journal questions. And this is from the guidebook to the Faces of Oshun deck. So I also have a deck review, okay, on my channel, meaning I went through and pulled like 10 or 15 cards. So you could see what they look like. You could see if you like them. And certainly many of you are interested in the African Orishas and as aspects of the divine feminine, as aspects of the great mother goddess that preceded much of our modern day organized religions, right? For almost all of our ancestors, as I like to say, there was typically in many traditional cultures, right, going back thousands and thousands of years, there would be a male god, but he would always be paired. There would be female gods as well, goddesses, gods, okay? It was seen that both were needed. And it's only over time that the feminine manifestation, like of like the divine creative power, beneficence, all of that, all the good stuff. When you think of like God, the feminine aspects were removed, okay, in around the world. And so there are definitely books about that, about when cultures were matriarchal, or at least they had both aspects of humanity, right? The masculine and the feminine. And then, of course, there's a spectrum as well, which is more coming to the fore now. But I would even say historically, in many cultures, there were always a spectrum of people. But they still, of course, we talk about a masculine, feminine, and then the spectrum, a range of expression. Okay? I think I put that well. All right, so who is here? Why so quiet? Why so shy? Why so shy guy? Let me give you the journal questions first. I am really starting to like journaling. I'm finding it. First, I had to hear that there was some science about it, so I just got a plain black book. Again, traveling, I really wanted something light. Like I typically wouldn't like this like plasticky, but it's pretty light. Okay, so I'm really getting into journaling. Let me know in the comments, do you journal? So Oshun of the boundaries, which is what we're going to take in action today, the questions you can ask yourself are, I'm going to give you a couple. Where do you need to establish or reinforce boundaries in your life? So what does that mean? For those of you who are just like, Viv, what are you talking about today? Boundaries are, if you have had trauma in your life, as many of us have, right, as I have, literally, and I've been in therapy. I love therapy. I highly recommend therapy for everyone. Everyone should have a really good therapist, okay? That way you're not just leaning on your friends, because that's probably what you're doing, all right? Even maybe not now, but at different times in your life when we're going through stress, we tend to lean more on our friends. So a good therapist who's professional can really help you see things in a wonderful, wonderful way, okay? And so where was I going with this therapist thing? Oh, boundaries. Yes. So boundaries are something that's always been hard for me. And it's probably, I think it's relatively difficult for most humans, because what it means is just having some sense of where you end and your needs, right? Now we know people who are like way the other way, maybe narcissists, maybe they can only think about themselves. I'm not talking to those people. But many of us more, and especially women, I feel like, but it can be anyone, other people's needs kind of push in their wants, their desires, kind of we just start to do this. We start to like blend with them a little bit. Okay, does that make sense? Give me a yes if you've had that experience. So it could be like, your lover, your partner, could be a family member, definitely among parent child. That can be a really big issue because, of course, our parents are imprinting us. I mean, they're in many cases, they want to imprint us, right? With their beliefs, their values, their ideas of right and wrong. And so as a child, it can be hard to then develop boundaries. And so that's what we're talking about today. And that's what I'm going to do a practice again, because this card came up. Hey, if you're just joining, Oshun of boundaries, suggesting that we need some cord cutting, energetic balance, and even a liberation, right? Liberation, I feel like, breaking chains. So again, get your pencil if you're just joining, because I saw the numbers go up a little bit there. And again, hi, replay folks. First question, where do you need to establish or reinforce boundaries in your life? Where do you need to establish or reinforce boundaries in your life? And so I'm going to invite you, and I was doing this previously, right, to just sort of think about what I'd share with you. Think about, is there a person or persons? It's probably more than one. If you have boundary issues, it's more than one. Right now, just try to think who comes to your mind when you feel like you have a problem with the relationship. You're having some sort of conflict, you're having some sort of disagreement, something ill at ease, okay? So let's just take a moment together. And you could even slow what you're doing. Maybe you're cooking, right? Maybe you're stirring a pot of soup or stew. Who comes to your mind? Who comes to your mind? Now, I don't want you to tell me a name, but please, in the chat, tell me, is it a family member? Is it a partner? Is it an ex? Is it a deceased? Is it a grandparent? Who is it that comes to your mind that you still feel troubled about? You still feel some trouble about. Okay? All right. Did you do this? Because I've been thinking about my lives and I do want to make them not just me talking, but really lead you through a practice or have you really engage. All right. So that you come away with not that listening can't give a benefit, but I want you to really be engaged. All right. So who came to your mind? And I have two people that came to my mind that I'm just going to hold awareness of them as we go forward, okay? As we get into the practice. And then there's one more question for now. Is it in your personal relationships? So the boundaries that you need. Is it in personal relationships, your work? Okay, it could be with a boss, coworker who's always in your business, right? Coworker who asking you questions, asks you about the weekend. You give them a little, but you don't want to get into it, and they're prying. So is it at work? Or is it your own self-care routines? So maybe somebody is pushing you in such a way that you don't get to do your like routine or that you need to do. Maybe you need to meditate, you want to meditate, but somebody is a little bit invasive and you can't get time to meditate. Okay, are you with me, guys? You are very quiet today. I'm not sure. I'm running a little bit earlier since I've been in the UK. So I think, you know, you might still be having brunch because it is about, no, it's just about noon now. It's just about noon on the East Coast. But yes, if you're out in California, it's like 8 in the morning. So I understand. I do understand. All right. And I want to read this to you because this really got me, which is what I decided to do this practice with you today. Without boundaries, your life can spiral into chaos and your relationships may become strained. All right. Have you had that? Without boundaries, your life can spiral into chaos. Because again, what it means is my empathic sensitive viewer. You're like this, you're like a sponge. You're like a dry sponge, like, and they're just like pouring onto you and you're just soaking it in and you're just like melding and blending. All right, you're not holding your own personhood. And again, if you've had trauma, this is very, very common, right? Because you weren't shown healthy boundaries. So without boundaries, your life can spiral into chaos and your relationships may become strained. Boundaries aren't walls to keep people out. They're tools to create space for authenticity, respect, and healthy connection. Draw those lines and reclaim your personal power. All right, so what we're going to do, and they lead, what's nice about this, and I will put the link below for it, for this deck, is they give a healing ritual. Okay, oops, see, can you see that? They give a healing ritual, and they're super simple. They're super simple. It's not anything where you got to go buy random, like really random crap that you're just not feeling like you want to invest in, right? It's often little writing exercises or things that you would normally have. Okay. So their healing ritual for this is take some deep breaths, which I'm going to lead you through my version of. Visualize cords or energetic attachments that bind you to individuals or situations where boundaries have been lacking. When you're ready, they suggest, hang on, guys, motorcyclist going by. They suggest envision these cords being gently severed with a pair of golden scissors. As you do this, feel the energetic release and affirm your commitment to healthier boundaries. So, what I want to do, again, before we do the practice, let's come up with the affirmation first. So we're not going to like cut the cords and then be like, okay, what's the affirmation? All right. Hey, calmly replied. Thank you for saying hi. Who else is here? I know it is not just calmly replied. All right. So let's come up with an affirmation right now. You're gonna feel an energetic release. I'm gonna really put my energy behind that for you. Okay. And we're going to, after we do the cord cutting, affirm our commitment to healthier boundaries. It could be as simple as that. Okay. So I got my journal. Get a journal. Again, if you're driving, if you've got, a baby that you're changing the diaper and you can't do this, see if you can just think about it. It could be as simple as saying, I affirm my commitment to healthier boundaries, right? I'm going to write that. I affirm my ongoing commitment to healthy boundaries. Okay. What do you guys think of that? It's kind of long. I tend to suggest to clients and when I'm working to keep affirmations as short as possible. I affirm my ongoing commitment to healthy boundaries. You could just say, I affirm my commitment, or I have a deep commitment to healthy boundaries, right? I have a deep commitment to healthy boundaries, or I commit to healthy boundaries. 5 words. Okay, I like that. I like that. I commit to healthy boundaries. So get ready. Let's do our practice. Now, I did something like this recently, but each time I do it, it's a little different. Okay, so are you ready? Give me a yes in the chat. We're not going forward till I get a yes in the chat. Let me know you're with me. Let me know you're breathing. Let me know you're here. I am drinking water with grapefruit juice and mostly water. I find it's really hard for me to drink water. Hey V, thank you. It's hard for me to drink water. Of course, lemon is easy. I'm out of lemon and I was too lazy. I didn't want to walk all the way to the store, but I had grapefruit. So I got my citrus in there. V, did you come up and calmly reply? Did you come up with an affirmation after we do the cord cutting? Again, it could be something like, I have healthy, strong boundaries. Okay, good. I'm glad you did. I have healthy, strong boundaries. All right, so what we're going to do, there are two ways we can approach this, okay? Those of you who really follow my channel, you know I often talk about we'll put a boundary around us, but today I'm really feeling the cord cutting, okay? I've said this before, I'm going to say it again because again, not everybody sees all of my videos, guys, right? Whenever I've cut cords with someone, I literally warn people. I don't know if it'll be as strong for you, for like V, calmly replied, those others of you that are lurking, because I can see the numbers. It may not be as strong for you. But when I cut cords with someone, I literally do not hear from them again. I'm not lying to you. Like, it's just like it's done. It's done. Um, Sometimes what happens is I still, after maybe months, I mean, I'm talking months, start to think about them. And I'm going to warn you, I think people can reattach. Okay. So let me explain the theory of this a little bit because I know this is new for some of you. Okay. We are going to do the practice, but let me explain it. As human beings, okay, and let me just drop in. As human beings, we are all interconnected. The interconnections, you can envision them as energy strands. Okay. They're not like cords. Like, I don't picture like big ass like rope. Okay, that's not how I see it. Okay. Hi, Kupya Katas. I'm messing up your name. Hey, they're like energy strands. Like if you could see your subtle body, I'm telling you, and you have a child, you have a lover, ex-lover, there's strands going from you to them, right? That connect you. Anybody you've had an intimacy with or deeply connected with, doesn't have to be sexual, but if you had a sexual relationship with somebody, there's going to be a strand. All right. So, what I'm saying and what we're doing today is, again, those of you just coming in, some of you coming in late. I know it's not late. I'm in the UK. I'm 5 hours ahead of you. This card was pulled Oshun of Boundaries, talking about cord cutting, energetic balance, and liberation is needed. And to be really honest with you, this was a reading for me, but the card suggested, and again, because we're connected, I want to share this with you. The cards underneath this suggested that a lack of energy to move forward was present because of this, right? These boundaries, and a lack of almost outward affirmation, outward triumph. So I want you to think about that. Have you felt, let me know if you felt held back in any way, right? I'm not talking here about hexes and curses. I think that's a stronger level of like some like, bad juju, somebody's putting your way deliberately. This is not necessarily deliberate. This person though, or people, you need boundaries. Again, what we did, like Coupier, Katez, if you just came in, I believe I said at the beginning of the video, who comes to your mind when I say to you, you need better boundaries with this person? You're having you've had some disagreement, you have ongoing, often it's a little ongoing tension. Okay. This is what we're going to do today. But again, I'm warning you, when I have done this, I've literally done it very seriously, maybe 3 times. When I have done it, said, that's it, I'm cutting this cord, and I really do the visualization and I intend it, I don't hear from the person again. It's like we're cut off. It's like we're just cut off. And it stunned me the first time I did it because I was like, okay, does this really work? And I'm telling you, again, it will be me as an empath, right? As an intuitive, I'll start to wonder about them. And again, that I think you can actually reconnect the cord. So I'm not saying that can happen, but what I've seen is that it would take your also wanting to, like if it's an ex-boyfriend, you do this practice and you were having a lot of pain, just missing them, still thinking about them, even though maybe it was a toxic relationship, right? Because that's where we're cutting the cord, because it was bad. It wasn't just sweet memories, it was bad. But you start thinking about them a year later, 2 years later, I think the cord can be redone. So just be careful. Okay. Okay. Hey, the numbers are going up. Viewers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, if you want to be here right when I start, click right now on, I think it's called announcements. On YouTube, on my channel, there's a way you see a little bell and you can say some or most or all. Okay, so again, welcome, commonly replied. I'm glad you're here. V. Kupiakakez, 89. Okay, so I'm going to read one question. Hi, Viv. What could be the reason that after doing the cord cutting, the person is still in your life? V, that's a great question. See, thank you. Thank you. That's a great question. What was your intention, V? Cuppy cake. Cuppy cake. Oh, okay. But then what about the Z cuppy cake? What about the Z? All right. Let's keep moving. You have to, I'm a silly person. I'm an artist. I'm feeling my creativity more and I get more silly and like childlike the more I get into my creative space. Okay. So don't take it personally. I see you wrote cuppy cake. Okay. V, I think the person is still I love cupcakes. No, seriously. Hey, the person, are you really ready to let them go? And what did you intend, V? No judgment. I really want to know. What did you intend when and did you literally sit down, close your eyes, and visualize cutting the connections and to this person? Did you do that? So tell me all of that. Did you visualize it? And what did you intend? Did you intend like, I don't want to see them again? Or did you like, what was it? Tell me. Okay. And so having said that, okay, I'm not going to get it. I'm also dyslexic. All right. A lot of intuitives. I'm very right brained. So the right brain is like a lot to do with the creative side. It's not the math side. It's just like the kind of out there woo woo side of the brain. And we have the two hemispheres, but some people are more right brained. All right. And most artists are right brained. There's a very famous book, you guys, called Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain that teaches you how to draw. Anybody can learn how to draw. But as you know, if anybody kind of draw realistically, we already have that. It's like a brain thing. It's kind of how we see. So, but let me explain this and then we're going to go into it, okay? Because the numbers are up, enough people are here. Thank you to the early folks. What we're going to envision is, I don't like the idea of like a cord and then you cut it. You see what I'm doing? Like say if there were a cord of energy and you cut it out here. Why would you want to do that? Because that means, hello, what does that mean? The energetic cord is still going into you. When I have done it, V, and then I'll put up your comment, V, when I have done it, Spirit said to me, yeah, I literally picture the cord, again, like a sci-fi movie, you've seen in sci-fi movies, like people have, like usually it's like some creature or something. I'm trying to think where I've literally seen it. If something goes into you, I picture it cutting where it connects. Okay, does that make sense? So it's not like it's cutting out here because then you still have a strand of energy that kind of it's almost like locks in a way, like it holds energy of that person. So when we do our visualization, okay, get ready, get your space ready now. Go ahead and sit down. We're going to do it. We're going to picture, like they were saying, even with golden scissors, it just being cut. And then I'm going to ask you to picture that like it's sealed. Again, like almost like if you had like a burn or a cut, right? You'd put like a salve over it. Okay. So let's look at V's question, then we're going to do it. Okay. So V says, I intended to disconnect. I worked with a lady who did energy healing who took me through a process. Okay. And yet they're still in your life, V. Okay. That is surprising to me then. And you worked with someone. Does any part of you still want some connection with them? And I'm also curious, are they calling you or they just live in the neighborhood? Do you know what I'm saying? Are they just, God forbid you run, listen, let me tell you something. Not recently, a little while back, Was spending some time with someone and then realized they weren't appropriate. They weren't right for me. And don't remember if I did a cord cutting, but I was very clear. The cord cutting is when you're like, you need help. You need like next level support, right? I'm laughing because I was like, no, yeah, we're done. I then ran into them at my health food store. Now, I basically live in my health food store, people. I do. I'm there all the time. Did not see them only, interestingly, when I finally really, I think a couple weeks after I really was like, we're done, we weren't speaking. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. I was starting to feel better about them. Like, oh, yeah, whatever. That was their issue. They had these issues, whatever. But I remember I was softening towards them. And only then, literally, you guys, literally in the distance in the health food store, it's a big health food store. I came in the health food store and like way in the distance through the produce, through all the organic veggies. They literally were moving like this, and I just caught them out of the corner of my eye, and they stopped, and we just like nodded at each other. That's what I'm telling you. Like, I had disconnected. So it's not that you'll never see this person ever in your life. Like in that case, like I said, I was no longer angry with them. I was more like, whatever. I was just really, it was like a clean break. They showed up briefly. There was a nod of like, I acknowledge you. And then they went about their way and I went about my way. And since then, I've seen them again in my town maybe twice in that time, over now years. Okay. So yeah, let's see. So V, yeah, let's see what V says. Then we're gonna do it. Maybe it was the process. Exactly. Thank you. Yeah. Cupcake. Cake. Like charging. Thank you. I couldn't exactly like, you put you put it in it, and I don't want the gasoline, because in the gasoline we put like, yeah, more like it's a connection. We literally, we're gonna take it off and separate it. So yes, they're still in my subconscious. They still make regular contact. Well, I think do the practice again with me. If it's somebody who's harmful, I have many questions. Are they harmful or are they just neutral? Okay. And cupcakes, again, see, this always happens. Whatever topic I'm talking about, even if it's 3 people who watch it, they'll exactly be like, oh my God, this is what they were attracted, and this topic was for them. So I'm really glad you're here, because this is why I was like, let me talk about this. So Cupcake says, I need to disconnect from an unhealthy ex, but we still have financial connections. Mm-hmm. That is trickier, to be really honest with you, because it's never been clear to me, can you maintain some contact? What I would say, because there is someone also, I'm in the same situation where we need for a very limited reason to be in contact. Kind of toxic relationship, but we need to still be in contact for like very concrete reasons, right? What I have done, Cupcake, is say to myself, I do the process. And I also know I have a strong intention. Like I just don't want to be bothered. I don't want the drama. So my conscious intention is there. And then for my subconscious, I sort of envision the practice we're going to do. Like just, let's just separate it energetically. But then I say we keep a civil connection for that very purpose. So I literally am like, we're done with all this, but this one purpose, right? This one purpose, we have a connection. Like, this financial thing, this credit card thing we're working out, or this payment thing we still need to finalize. So yeah. Okay, let's do it. Okay. And I'm literally gonna, because I'm thinking about that literally got me into a space, okay? If you're a highly sensitive person just like me, even thinking about really negative things, that changes your energy. So let's just first start by just shaking it out. So I'm just shaking my arms, shaking my elbows, shaking my wrists, right? This is like something you can do with trauma. They say that say an animal was nearly killed, right? It's a hyena and a lion nearly took it down, right? The hyena's like, I'm alive, right? Just does like a shake, you know? It just is like, whoa. So let's just do that. Just shake it off, right? Okay. Yeah. Shift your energy. Shift your energy. All right. And I also feel, especially for Black folks, I'm also getting Spirit is saying more that movement is so important for us. So whether it's just like a little, you know, something like, right, like dance movement, something, anything, right? I'm going to shake my arms more. My legs are crossed. I'm not going to do my legs, but, and notice the shift of energy. If you did it with me, my whole energy is shifted. Good. Because what we're always trying to do, okay, divine feminine, divine masculine, we're always trying to move our chi. Our chi is our life force, okay? Every culture had a different name for it, but every culture had a name. It was understood. So now I feel tingly, I feel my energy flowing, I feel more lighter, more happy. And so I hope you do as well. Sit nice and tall. Just connect into your body. Many of us, if we have trauma, okay, you might open your eyes for a second. We kind of live above our body. We live literally out of our body. So what I want you to feel like is you're really dropping down, right? I'm doing this motion with my hands. You're dropping down, down, down into your body. Let's do that together. So inhale, open your arms out to the side, palms up. Scoop, 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 like you're scooping energy into like a big beach ball above your head. Now your palms are down. Now exhale, bring that energy down. Bring it down like you're pressing it down, you're pressing it down, you're pressing it down. Down to just about your pelvis. And rest your hands on your legs. Okay, that really helped. You can even hear how my voice changed, right? So do it. If you haven't done it, let's do one more time. Those of you who didn't do it, let's rub our palms together. Again, the hands, there's a chakra right here in the center of the palm. So massage therapists and healers are working through this marma point, okay? Or acupressure point. Make your hands warm. I want you to go ahead and separate your hands now. Do this with me as long as you're not driving. Separate your hands about 6, 7, 8 inches. Okay, softly cup your hands. See if you can feel like there's a ball of energy. There's a ball of energy between your palms. Okay, and what I'm doing, open your eyes slightly if you want to see. I'm sort of pulsing. So when I slightly bring my fingers in, maybe to like 6 inches, 5 inches, I feel like something's stopping me. Okay, you're starting to feel your own energy. Expand it a little. Move your hands very slowly apart. You should feel like you're pulling taffy, like you're pulling something. And now bring your hands slowly together. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Bring them about 4 or 5, depending how far apart they were, maybe 6 inches. Okay, feel that energy. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to open the palms. That energy ball grows. Palms are facing up. Inhale, scoop. Like the air is alive, it has energy, and now press it down. Feel that you're pressing this energy, you're bringing it into your body, into your body, into your body, into your body. Beautiful. Bring your hands to your belly button area or slightly below to your womb space. If you have a womb, or if you had a womb, okay. Belly button or a little below. And just feel the warmth of your hands. You're getting grounded now in your own energy. All right. And again, I invite you, the easiest way is sometimes to just feel your skin. So, what do I mean? Feel your face, feel the air touching your skin, feel the exterior of your physical body right now. All right, feel that. Maybe feel the touch of your clothing. Are you wearing jeans? Like I'm wearing jeans, I can feel the slight pressure of the jeans at my knees, right? And at my waist. Feel the clothing, feel your skin, breathe. Feel yourself expand as you inhale. Exhale, slight contraction. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. Nice. Now we're going to invite our higher self the highest, most wise aspect of yourself to join you in this sacred space. They are going to do the cutting. Or if there is an angel or an ancestor that you work with, that again, you could picture your higher self. That is the aspect of you that is completely pure, that is connected to the divine. It's the part of you that is aware of you as a human, that is fully connected to the divine, to God, to Great Spirit, to the universe. Invite help and assistance now. Bring to mind the person or persons that you know you've been having difficulty with and that it's time to move on. It's time to move on. Let's do that with your hand. Take your right hand, bring it close to you, and then like you're sweeping away, like, let me move this so you can see what I'm doing, like this, and like you're pushing away, like you're gently pushing away. It's time, and you bring your hand like over your heart, but not touching your heart, and push away. It's time. And intend to send them to the light, for them to connect to spirit, connect to God. They are resourced. Send them lovingly away. They are no longer welcome in your space. All right? If you'd like to go ahead and do both arms, we could do both hands coming. And notice I'm doing almost like an X here. Okay? If you want to open your eyes, I'm doing like an X. All right? And then push away. Almost like a swim stroke. You're sort of, and then push away. So they're no longer welcome. If you had given permission in a past life, in past times, in another dimension, another aspect of you gave permission, you now gently renounce this. They are no longer welcome in your energy field. You could do that gesture 3 times, right? And out. And now, gently, if you'd like to just see like an image of yourself, maybe like a little transparent, just your energy body, and anywhere that you feel that they have a cord connected into you, just tune in now. Tune into that. And wherever pops into your head, it might be your neck, it might be your shoulders. You'd be surprised. Where do you feel that there might just be an energetic connection? Feel it right now, and then gently envision maybe a golden pair of scissors or a knife, that it's an energetic knife. It cannot harm you. It just cuts that away, and the cord falls away and is disposed of by your helper, by your angel, by your higher self. Let's continue that process. So simply envisioning any cord that connects you to that person. We do one at a time. Cut. There might be multiple cords. Maybe they've connected into you through your womb, right? Maybe they've connected in to your heart. They can that energy could literally connect anywhere for whatever reason. And just cut, feel, and envision. And then picture that there is this sense of sealing it so that it's not like an open energetic wound. Okay, again, you are separating. There used to be communication with this person. Now you've cut it. Feel that there's a gentle healing balm placed there. It happens very quickly. It happens immediately with your intention. Okay, sort of sealing, cauterizing the wound. Not even cauterizing, but just like whoop, closing it. You might, parts of your body might pop into your mind, your wrist or your shoulders, heart, depending on their connection to you. Was it a very intimate connection? Exhale. Let's do one more. So another person, bring them to mind. If you'd like to, you can do this gesture and then pushing away through your own will, your own sovereignty. If in past times you had allowed connection, you now renounce that, remove that, sending them onward peacefully, gently, but unequivocally, sending them out of your energy field. And then again, tune into any places that just, you might just suddenly feel like a coolness on your body, feel that sharp yet harmless blade removes connections, places where they had connected to you and you had allowed this connection. Remove it. It is removed. It may be, again, solar plexus. It may be into the lower back. Maybe they were drawing strength from you. Just picture the process. It's not a difficult process for your higher self, for an angelic being to do. There is no difficulty in it. It is done with ease. And then the area where this connection was made is now closed. So a healing touch is placed over it. I invite you also, Spirit is telling me to say, any of you who do have pain in particular areas of your body, consider that maybe this is an area that may hold trauma from your youth. Maybe when you were young, you were given a beating or you were scolded for something that you did innocently, and maybe there is still, let's do one more time for situations. What situation comes to your mind right now? It may be connected into a part of the body. Just ask to be shown that, okay? Where you regularly have a little discomfort or dis-ease. Ask to be shown, what is the source of this? And then gently, it is cut, removed. And even deeper, if there is some sense of an organ being stressed or connected to this, breathe in and see if you can feel that with your hand. You could take your hand and bring it to that place in your body. Okay, so is there a place you have arthritis? Is there a place where you have pain? Again, this does not replace seeing your doctor, but just working at the energetic level. Can you imagine now sending that chi, that prana that we had developed, that ball of pure healing energy, sending it to that place in your body now? Feel a subtle movement of energy. It'll feel like a tingling, like a swirling, again, ball, moving, circulating energy, healing. Healing is happening. Golden white light, perhaps, in this area of your body now. Breathing in, feeling refreshed. Closing the practice, thanking any guides, thanking your higher self, which again is part of you, the highest, wisest, most pure part of yourself that is able to see all the good, all the bad, and yet is loving simply because it is, giving thanks for that support in any way that feels good for you. And let's inhale, opening the eyes, opening the arms. Bring the arms up overhead. Touch the palms together and then bring the palms right down through the midline. As you exhale through the third eye, down, the thumbs touch into the breastbone. Slightly bow your head, keeping the back of your neck long. So it is. Ashe. Namaste. You can repeat this practice if you need to, but it is often not necessary to repeat. Okay. I want to know in the comments how you feel. I did that much longer than I intended to. Thank you so much for participating and just doing this practice. Okay. Let me know in the comments how you feel. Okay. And it can take a little while to come out of it. All right. Let's see. Okay. There we go. How do you feel? How do you feel? Some folks either weren't able to, but many of you were. All right. Let me know in the comments. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. How do you feel though? Did you feel tingling? Did you see any images? Yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know what you felt, experienced, saw. I would love to know that. And let's see, okay. I can put it on the screen with StreamYard. That's what I love about StreamYard. A little bit lighter. Okay, yes. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. You will not, if you had said to me, I feel heavier, no, unless you felt grounded. But yes, feeling lighter, it's like you let go of something. Yes. So that is really good. Who else? Let me know how you feel. Lighter is very good. You might feel grounded, but that would probably be the word. It wouldn't be like heavy in a negative way. V says, yes, thank you. Felt lots of energy. Good. I was doing it with you, meaning I was speaking, but I was also envisioning the process happening. So I wasn't really doing it for myself. I was not. I was trying to hold space for you all who are here live and those who will come into the replay, as we say, like hold the container of the practice. So yes, felt lighter, feel lots of energy. That is very positive. That is very positive, V. Yeah. And V, did you do for the same person? Did you do for the same person? And Cuppy Cake, did you do? Who did you do for? You don't have to give a name, but maybe type of person. Was it a family member? Was it a coworker who's, you know, somebody in school, some like associate? Let me know. I am so happy. That was nice. Yeah. Let's see some comments coming in here. Okay. Okay. Didn't see images. I felt tightness in my head. Maybe, but sometimes that tightness, that's muscular tension. It's tension. It can be tension. There are little muscles. So in massage school, we learned literally the name of every muscle, right? Now, I want to say they're like little muscles. I've done this before. Cuppy Cake, do this with me. Take your thumbs and you're going to put your thumbs so behind your ears, right? You feel that rounded area. Then go in further, right into your hairline, and you'll feel a hollow. Okay, everybody can feel this. It's just there's a big old hollow. So think of it, your spine, your neck, right? You can feel the bones of your spine, and then go out about an inch and a half, 2 inches. Do you feel that hollow? Okay. So Cuppy Cake, this is what we're going to do. I just want to show you how muscles are connected because you said you had tension in your head. But everybody try this. So I've got my fingers on the side of my head and I've got my thumbs in the two hollows. I think that's gallbladder 20, but I'm dyslexic, right? So now I want you to try this. You're going to move your eyes left and right and up and down. Do you guys feel how from moving your eyes, moving just your eyeballs, did you feel movement? The muscle moved under your thumb at your neck, okay? I know it looks odd on video, so don't just sit there, watch me, feel it. Go left and right. You will literally feel there are muscles. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you have tension in your neck, and even folks who wear prescription, often it's tension in the muscles that pull the eyeball, right? Like astigmatism, And you can feel it even to the back of the neck. Now, I don't remember what muscle that is specifically, that is literally connecting in from simple eye movements. You wouldn't think like eye movements, right? Holding your eyeball is going to connect to the back of your neck. Let me know if you tried it. So to show you how tension, even in the neck, can affect the eyes, or tension in the eyes, right? Reading all day, typing, keyboarding is affects the eyes, tension, and then can go to the neck. It's wild. Let me know if you tried it. And then I'll put up some more. Free Souls POV. The cord is sticky. Ooh, and it felt like an octopus tentacle. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah. You can definitely feel it as, different sensations. Hopefully you were able to, when I envision, I tend to, that's almost like a shamanic, like, yeah, you got like a visual. Oh, guys, I actually have to get a delivery. Hang on. There's a delivery. Hold on. Oh my Lord. More in the comments. Tell me if you tried the eye thing. Yeah, you felt it. Let me put that up. Hold on. I got to go buzz somebody in. Okay, guys, I'm back. Delivery is different in the UK. It is. First of all, they never respond. It's really weird. I'll be like, who is it? Because the New Yorker in me, I'm like, I'm not opening that door. And they never, ever respond. And I just find that funny. And I'm like, maybe the door is just like soundproof. Okay. Who else felt that with the eye, moving your eyes, and you felt it at the back of your neck? Just to prove how interconnected everything is. Yeah, so that's almost like a shamanic response you got. Free Soul, were you able to feel that you disconnected it? Now, like I said, that person, because I don't want to scare you, I think the most powerful thing is that human intention, especially when you have a strong focus. That person will probably feel it. What do I mean by that? So what do I mean by that? Let me explain what I mean by that, because that can sound like also scary. Yeah, it's not like they're going to feel pain, but they're going to feel the disconnection. If they still want to be connected with you, and this goes back to V, what I'm also getting now, Spirit is saying to me to say to you, V, you can cut a cord, but then you need to boundary, V. So cutting a cord, if that person still, because even think about what I'm saying and what we did, it's almost like the cord is still attached to them, right? Like somebody said the electric vehicle. So it's almost like there's this tube, this energy tube that now has nothing that it's attached to. Do you get what I'm saying? I know it can sound creepy, but don't think of it as creepy again, because we are interconnected beings. We're all in this big energy soup. So you've cut the cord on your end, but it's still, so what will they do? And I'm going to use this example. You know how there are women who every boyfriend is bad, right? Every boyfriend is bad for some women. They break up, say they break up with one boyfriend. All their friends are like, yeah, man, he's really not good for you. Like they break up. The next boyfriend, hey, honey bunny, you want to come here? Oh my gosh, you're so cute. You want to come? The next boyfriend, because maybe they had an energy cord that feeds on that particular type of energy, it's what they're used to. In psychological terms, to take it out of the woo-woo, psychological terms, they're used to, maybe they had an abusive father, right? Like I had an abusive father, emotionally abusive. And so this energy cord, they're used to being nourished in a certain way by, a male energy that is negative and is abusive. So they break up with one guy, but then the next guy is the same. Okay, that's it. That's it. Bit by bit, it gets smaller. Okay. So free soul, it's interesting for me. I'm getting that you're feeling the connection is very strong. And I wonder if for your benefit, hey, can I show you? Because you're so pretty. Oh, no. They know when. Look at this cat. Look at this face. Look at this face. Look at this face. I know. I'm a crazy cat lady. You want to go? Yeah. I can bond almost any cat. So this cat, the nose is black. Everything is black. I've never seen a cat like that. So it's funny if you see the teeth or if you even the claws, it like stands out because, everything is, he's just like a big cloud. He's probably this big under all the fur. So, yes. Yes, sitting by me now, but does not want to be on camera, okay? Cats to me are endlessly fascinating, right? Because I really think part of them knows. It's like, yeah, I'm not sure you know, I don't want the paparazzi. I just want to be alone. I want to be left alone. Look at those big eyes. So, yes. This live was perfect timing. It came to my watch next after watching church, and of the things mentioned was extreme elimination. What? Yeah, explain. What do you mean? And of the things, guys, don't write in shorthand. Write out a full sentence. Remember, I know though. I do that because you're like, oh yeah, they'll know what I mean. The live was from okay. Came to watch next after watching. Okay, so you were watching a church service. Okay, you weren't in church, but you're watching it. And of the things mentioned was extreme elimination. That is interesting. That is interesting. Hey, Mel, you're coming in late. Mel, I did a long cord cutting practice. Yeah, good morning. Is it still morning, Mel? It's almost 6 o'clock here. So, right, on the East Coast, it's 1. On the East Coast, it should be almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for stopping in, Mel. So you can do this practice. You can repeat it, but you also have to believe. So free soul, yeah, I'm interested in that free soul, where you said bit by bit it gets smaller. Do you feel this is a particular person, free soul? Is it a situation? Is it a person or is it a situation? You know how cats love to sit on things, right? They have to sit on something. There'll be a blank space and then there's one piece of paper and they're gonna sit on the paper. Yeah, free soul. The cord that you are working with here, do you know who it's from? Do you know who it's from? You guys, I'm going to show you something I got. As an artist as well, artist, healer, teacher, when I do travel, I've realized I like to just get some inexpensive art that's small. So I'll show you what I got. Okay. So I think I'm going to take it out to show you. Okay. I'm going to take it out. I just bought this at it was like a fair, actually in a mall. I am in southern England by the coast. I think the region is called Dorset. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Because I want to get it back into this, right? So I can, all right. Kitty cat is getting like super excited, like, ooh, I hear crinkling. Oh man, I kind of messed it up. Get it, I'm gonna have to, yeah, I messed. All right, well, I still have the bag because I wanted to show you guys. So I'll just show you what I got. It's a little print. And there's a little bit of damage on the mat. The mat is like this part. It came matted. And so she gave me a discount. But I love this. It's a mermaid. Can you guys see that? And yeah, it's not reversed. It says, take lights when you visit the deep. Something about that just really, even what we were doing, right? Called shadow work. Oh, okay. It's not, the back is not set to the front. So what she's done, yeah, she's kind of matted the art. I think that is like probably, hopefully a good art tape. And then so I can basically frame it and it's got a nice mat, right, around it. So yeah. And I'm envisioning that this is, yeah, this is a black mermaid. Take lights when you go, when you visit the deep. I don't know. I just really like something about that. What do you guys think? Let's see. Free Soul says both and then X. See if you can start to envision it smaller. Use your, oh, thank you. I know, right? It actually fits with what we're talking about metaphorically. Like I just walked in, I was like, yep, that's it. And I talked to the artist for like a half hour. We actually had this really lovely British lady. We yacked about art and how do you sell your art? How do you promote your art? Um, Her name actually is Lisa. She gave me her card, Lisa something. But and I think you can buy her work online. But yeah, this is not, this is a digital print, meaning, and for the price, yeah, I want to say it was like $14 or something. It is not a print she made by hand. She made the original, and then these are like, basically it's almost like a photograph of, but it's like a high quality photograph. Okay. But I love it. Take lights when you visit the deep. So yes, girl. Yemaya, exactly. And she was not thinking of Yemaya, I don't think. But as you know, the goddess, and this is what I'm kind of talking about too, right? In the divine feminine, especially in my earlier videos, I would say it's rising. And maybe I've gotten a little discouraged, guys, seriously, because we can see so much negativity also rising. But the goddess pops up in different ways and the goddess energy. So yes, Yemaya. Exactly. 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 So you know what? I kind of messed up the plastic because it was taped and the corner wouldn't come out. So what I'm going to do is just keep it in here. Put it back in here. So yeah, when you guys travel, do you like to, I just like to get, rather than like a stupid pin or something, I like to just get something from an artist, even if it's like a street artist, right? They're out there and they're usually pretty inexpensive, you know? And when I was in Italy, you guys, I got I think it was an actual print from an artist who did the Duomo, like the cathedral. It was beautiful. It was really, really quite nice, in like black and white. And so maybe I'll have a little wall, you guys. Maybe I'll have a little wall. Free Soul, thank you for saying that. So those of you who are here, it's now 1 hour and 8 minutes. So you know 108 is a deeply spiritual number. So if you guys have any questions or anything in terms of meditation, manifestation, if you would like a card drawn, I will do that. All right. So I like the lives just to be community chat. I think I'm going to come in with a theme like we did and maybe even do a practice. That's what I decided I think would be really nice for the channel. Right. So I won't, sometimes I will just talk. Right, and share. But sometimes we'll do a practice. So I hope you like that practice. Let me know, you guys, do you think I should, I can go back and edit this video and make us and just have the practice separate. Give me a yes if you think I should do that. All right. Those of you who are here live, do you think other folks would like that. So that way, say you want to do the cord cutting again, right? Like free soul, you'll just be able to pop in and get that. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. So yeah, I'm enjoying being here. And I would pull from the Oshun deck, I think, um, if you would like me to draw a card for you. Okay? And on that note, too, hey, Vintage, you missed. Vintage, we did a really powerful cord cutting um, practice, and I talked about it and talked about why sometimes the person may not just disappear from your life, like, yeah. Okay. So yeah, do go back and watch, but I'm glad you're here now. So yeah, would anyone like a card draw? And then if it's really unclear, I might pull another. You got to ask now because again, just I've been talking pretty much for an hour straight, right? So I want to save my voice, but the sun's out here. I still feel pretty energized. Um, oh my gosh, you guys. So, and let me know if you also want to know about how my trip to the UK is going. All right. Let me know what you want to talk about. Seriously. Vintage, you missed here. Let me show you. This is for vintage. I was saying I like to buy inexpensive art from a local artist when I'm traveling. And so she gave me a discount because there was like a little, of course, I would notice that dent. She's like, oh, I'm like, yeah. She gave me a discount. But yes, actually, it does remind me of Yamaya, right? And I love that, the phrase, take lights when you visit the deep. Okay, because what we were doing today is a bit of shadow work. And as I mentioned, there is definitely some shadow work. If we want to talk about the eclipse, I have some thoughts on the eclipse. Okay, so I can talk a little bit about the eclipse. I can talk about how my, you know, like relatively long-term trip to the UK is going. You know, if you want, tell me in the chat, or if you'd like a reading, either one. Either one. You guys who are here live, either one. All right, I'm going to wait, and I'm also going to get some more water. So funny. I am cleaning up because I'm going to be shifting again. So I'm in this like cleaning mode. Okay. So I'm going to come back and check the comments. So let me know what you'd like to do. Even if you just came in. All right. And I see another comment coming up. Okay. So give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Okay, on my way back. Okay, and if you're going to want a reading, hey guys, this is not a full reading, okay? It's a mini reading. All right. Let's see some of your new comments. Hey, if you're just joining. Okay. Do you have any tips for delayed grief? Wow. I'm so sorry. She passed in 2019, but only recently I've been feeling it. Okay, cupcake. I have to tell you that that is not uncommon. So number one, don't beat yourself up, because grief is not just like boom, 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 step one, step two, the stage is, oh, and then you're done. It's not like that. So I would say really mindfulness meditation. Many in our community, I think mindfulness is still not hitting the way it should yet, because this is why. Mindfulness is like water, okay? If we're like in the metaphor of like beverages, mindfulness is like water. It's not like orange juice or coffee. It's not sexy in the overt way. It's not flavorful. You get what I'm trying to say? So what I would do is I would recommend you do like where you just sit, which is more mindfulness, sit, and you're not trying to envision anything. So yeah, I should be more clear because I'm talking metaphorically. That may not have made sense to you. Sit and just notice what you feel. Just sit, maybe have a journal. and just feel the grief. Feel also, does it feel like a physical sensation? In fact, Goddess, you know what? I've been meaning to make a meditation or something to help with grief. Um, Tell me what would help you in terms of the grief. Do you feel like how to feel? I'm going to say just feeling the grief and not even letting it go, but like, because you know what to do. You don't want to try to push it away, but you want to feel it. Also, guys, there's something we left out. Oh my gosh, after the clearing, remember we were supposed to do our affirmation. Let's do that really quick just to seal it. I have healthy, strong boundaries. I have healthy, strong boundaries. Right? If you were here when we did the cord clearing and cutting, we want to end it with an affirmation as per Faces of Oshun, the beautiful new deck by Abiola Abrams, with an affirmation of our personhood. So again, you could just say, I have healthy, strong boundaries. I have healthy, protective boundaries. They allow in love and positivity, and they repel negativity and harm. Okay, something like that. That's too long. I don't like that one. That's too long. Okay, I have healthy, strong boundaries. I am safe. I am well. So it is. Okay, that's it. All right, good. Now let's go on. Let me know with a video just on feeling the grief. I think you just need to stay in your body and just really feel the sensations. Does it make you like kind of choke up? Do you feel it in your heart? Do you feel it in your belly? Right? Where do you feel the grief? And then just sit with it. Okay? That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I have been meaning, though, it's funny you bring this up because I have been meaning to do some video, not like this, not a live, but where I just lead a practice for grief. So thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. So Cupcake, I hope that was helpful. Be with it. Don't ignore it and write down what comes to you. Let yourself cry. Obviously, we don't want to suppress our emotions. We don't want to suppress our emotions because it is harmful for us. Don't try to be the strong Black woman where you soldier on, and you may have done that. Just, right, because a lot of times we're not encouraged. And this can happen, of course, to people from other backgrounds, women from other backgrounds, but I think especially for specifically African Americans, I don't really know in Africa. I know even coming from the Caribbean, there is a sense of just kind of just be strong, don't complain, just keep going, right? Like it's like life is hard, just accept it and go on. So you now may be having that come up, the pain that, like you said, it wasn't acknowledged before. A separate video for the meditation alone would be nice. Okay, free soul, yeah. Let me write it down. Because that's actually not hard. I literally just need to I'll clip the talking. Though again, to me, you guys, what's hard is I know, and you know, because you were here, some of the intro stuff is important. But again, people on YouTube, they're just like, oh, I just want to quick. Oh, she said she's going to do cord cutting. Oh, she didn't start the cord cutting within 30 seconds. So let me just write that to just edit and make it cutting the cords and just keep it to that. Something for the grief. Okay. Yeah, I will pull a card for you. Absolutely. Okay. I'm going to pull from the Oshun deck. So hold on. Okay. Let me get all of them. This is the Faces of Oshun. You know what? And if you would be kind enough, give me 1 second. I'm going to go. Hold on. I have this somewhere, guys. I do. Yes. Let me just try to get it. And I'm going to give you in America. So hold on now, because it's trying to give me. It's trying to give me the U.S. It's trying to give me the U.K. Faces of Oshun. 44 card deck. I just want to get you the link. we're supporting Abiola, okay? And she is a beautiful goddess who has been running her channel for quite a while. Okay, I'm going to put this as the faces of Oshun. And I'm going to give you a choice. I'm going to pull a card for you. I also have the Starseed Oracle. I don't care which one you want. They're very different. If you come to me for the chakra energy healing, I will use likely both at this point. Those are the two choices, right? Those are the two choices while I'm traveling. So the chakra energy healing, I have the link below for it. Hold on, let me make sure I have all the cards before I start shuffling. Okay, I'm going to start shuffling. And who am I pulling for? Okay, cupcakes. All right. Okay, so let's all take a breath together. Often there's a theme, so you want to be tuned in because there might be a theme for you, somebody watching this, to the card I'm going to draw. Okay, and I put the link to the Faces of Oshun deck in from Amazon. It is an affiliate link, which means like out of the cost of the deck, they give me like 80 cents. So if 1,000 of you bought it, like if 50,000 people bought it, I would be rich. All right, I'm shuffling, and I'm looking at your picture. Tune in. I was thinking earlier, when folks do want to come to work with me, whether it's for more like wellness coaching and learning the acupressure points, sometimes people don't have a picture of themselves, and I really need a picture. It really helps me to tune in. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card for you. What does she need to know? Okay. Wow. Okay, this is what you got. It's a beautiful card. All right, look at this. Oshun's desire, passion, longing, and drive. It's funny because you mentioned your ex, right? You said something about your ex. So this is interesting. There's maybe some desire here, maybe for a relationship, but I'm going to read what they say, guys, because this is a new deck. Like literally this deck came out like 5 days ago. Okay, and Abiola, like I said, if you're interested in it, I have two videos. I have one where I show you what the cards look like. I go through like a third of the deck. And then I have another video on my channel where I talk to the creator of the deck, to Abiola. So there's two. So that's an interview. So I have to read it because I don't have all these meanings memorized or have the strong sense of them. But I mean, little B is right there. Look where the B is right there. Okay. Desire. I honor my deepest desires. Cupcakes. What's happening here? What do you really want? This is a sacred call to acknowledge and honor your deepest wants and wishes. They're saying, okay, you need to embrace what you genuinely desire. Is it to be in a relationship? I don't know. Like I get that from this card. It doesn't have to be a relationship. Let's see if there's a question. Don't stifle your desires. Okay. So you're in some way stifling your desires out of fear or what other people will think of you. I'm going to pull another card for you. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get my tarot deck here. Okay, goddess? Hold on, cupcakes. Oh, man, I'm going to get all into it. Honestly, because I'm nosy. I literally want to know what the desire's about. Right? That's how the empath in me, I get into people's stuff. Okay, so give me a moment because I've got to shuffle some cards back in from a reading, all right? So I need to really clear it for you. Okay, I don't know how many of these I'm going to be able to do, guys. And Cupcake, tell me, what do you think of this card right now? So talk back to me here, and then I'm going to pull another card, see if I can get more on that. Yeah, the energy from the solar eclipse is wild. Remember, it's still 6 months. I'm afraid to make a video about it because I think people will be like, oh yeah, the eclipse is over. It doesn't work like that. It's going to unfold. It was a very powerful eclipse because I want to say there were like 5 planets in like one house. And in Vedic astrology, which is the one that I believe is much more accurate, not Western, Vedic, and It's considered very powerful, and I just got chills as I said that. Um, it really tracks accurately what's happening in the sky. Western astrology is off now. It has not adjusted. That's the only way I can explain it because I'm not an astrologer. Anybody can explain it better in the chat, please do. I'm pulling another card for cupcakes. I'm going to pronounce it the way I'm not, you know. What is this desire about? What is this Oshun's desire that it seems like she's suppressing? What is this related to? Okay, this is what you got. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's something about money. So this was the first card. I did not expect that. It's saying there's something about, I'm going to say you're really wanting more money. You're wanting more abundance in your life, but maybe there's some sort of shame or you don't think you deserve. This is the poverty card, the card of where we are sort of cut off. I mean, look at these people. Look at these people. Okay, this is not good. It's cold, barefoot, bandage foot, messed up, messed up. Okay. So cupcakes, yeah. And it was reversed. Now, reversed, it's better. I read the reversed as not that you're stuck in, I tend to read it, and because I'm reading it for you now, I tend to read it more that you're realizing or releasing sort of poverty consciousness. And so thus, since it's linked with this desire card, that you're really realizing that, yeah, you want more money, you want more stability, you want a better life. Tell me if that's what I'm getting, again, just from these two cards and literally not from any conversation with you or having much info. Just those two is what I'm going to get. Where at first I was feeling when I saw this as like sort of passion relationship wise, longing, desire, drive, but I'm going to say it has something to do more with, and it could even be a home. The pentacles don't have to literally just be money, but material comfort. Okay, so yes, let's see what she says. All right. Oh, yes, I want to be a wife and have a baby. Okay. So there's definitely the physical aspect, the sensual, like I said, look at where the bee's located. Okay. So desire, longing, yeah. But there's what's this money piece or sense of impoverishment is happening? Okay, so you want to be a wife, have a baby, family, and success and impact my community. And you can, and you will. Wow. You guys, OMG, I pulled Five of Pentacles for myself a few days ago and it broke my heart. Okay, very important cupcakes. I'm just gonna call it cupcakes. Listen, when you pulled it like that, it's to show you you can change conditions. So it's not predictive in the sense of, oh, now you're just gonna be poverty stricken. The cards, a spiritual person, a powerful person, which you are, it's telling you the conditions. Only by looking at the conditions can you change it. And remember, I did pull it for you reversed. So I think that's interesting between when you pulled it a few days ago and now. You have to honor your longing. So what I think the impoverishment, let me go back to what the book is saying here. Don't let procrastination or perfectionism derail you. Are you in some way, this is deep, and then I'm going to move on. Are you in some way holding yourself back from that, from being a wife and family? Okay? Because this card seems to say that you're not okay with this desire on some level. The big, scary, juicy, hidden dreams, it says. It's a very vulnerable place. So examine your fears about it. This is what, oh, you got laid off in December. Yes. Yes. Right. So you are really dealing with that. But reversed, as I said, it means the ability and the energy to come out of it. And so also a big part of the meaning of this card is they're passing a church, which is interesting. You were just talking about church. What it means is not that you literally have to go to church, but there's some sort of spiritual support that you're not taking, because again, literally these people could go inside the church is like the classical meaning of this. They don't literally have to be out in the cold. So there's some sort of support, Cupcakes, that you could take in or use that you're not utilizing yet. Okay? So I hope that was helpful for you. Again, don't take it as predictive, like, oh, she's poverty stricken. It's telling you, right? And again, I pulled it reverse, but Oshun is saying, the goddess is saying, be okay with your desires and get clear about it. And once you give it, um, almost like, not put it on a pedestal, that's not what I'm trying to say, but once you give it like, yes, this is what I'm trying to say. I talk about manifestation, okay? And so you have to have clarity on what you desire before, if you want to be able to manifest with ease. You could even look at your job as, or the laid off as, I'd say that door closed. This is leading me to a better job. So Cupcake, what would be better? Maybe a job that is closer, maybe a job where the people are nicer, maybe a job that pays more money. So try to reframe the layoff as potentially positive, because you don't know. You don't know yet, and then shift your focus to what you want. That's the most powerful advice I can give any of you watching, okay? I'm going to put this back that she got, Oshun's desire, and we found out, yes, it was correct. It's a desire for family, children, and to have impact, which requires financial wherewithal. Right. But that fear, goddess, is holding you back. That exact fear, because you're making it concrete. Remember where you put, thank you for being so open about it. So I can like just give you a little bit of coaching with this. I hear you. So your fears, and that's what the card means. Did I already put it away? The people out in the cold and the snow, it is about their fear, and it's almost like they're manifesting it themselves. Okay? I'm not saying this stuff didn't happen. You weren't laid off and now it's like financial like hardship, but you have to literally, this is what a spiritual initiate, higher dimension, have this ability. Don't let the fear pull you down. Don't give your attention to your fear. Okay? But I hear you. Acknowledge that, yes, I spent such and such years with my ex, but it's over, and or whatever, right? And I'm 36, but now at 36, I'm going into my prime, is what I would say. I wouldn't say I'm getting past my, I would say I'm going into my prime fertility, my prime womanhood, especially with that card you got, and emphasize your sensuality, your femininity, and that you attract the ideal partner for you. I'm going to make an affirmation. You guys, let's work together. Can we make an affirmation for her, given what she shared? An affirmation that encompasses being a mother. I would write multiples. That's what you need to do. You need to sit down and you don't have to show them to anybody, okay? Just write down. So I am so happy to be a mother of a beautiful baby. I am so happy to be in a loving relationship that nurtures me and my child, our child, right? Write out what you want and then make it an affirmation. That is my complete advice. And if you do it, I think things will go fantastic. All right, we're going to go on. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Send Cupcakes some energy, and I nailed it. With that, let's see, who is this? Clara's Creative Corner. Clara, hi, I'm Viv. I will pull a card for you. You are relatively new to my channel. Would you like, you could have the Faces of Oshun, which I would have to, let me reshuffle, or the Starseed Oracle. Okay, so Clara, which one would you prefer? The Starseed Oracle is just that. It's much more like celestial, past life, other planets. Let me get it. All right. You guys, while I'm on here live, share with a friend, and give me a thumbs up, please, so YouTube knows that when I go live on Sundays, to let more people know about it. Okay, all of you watching. So what we did, those of you just coming in, at the end, do go back. I did at about 10 minutes in, we did a really deep cord cutting of and setting boundaries with negative people we had that we really need to move away from in our lives. That's what we did. We did that for about 8 to 10 minutes. Then I opened it up. I'm pulling readings now. I said if folks want to know about how it's going in the UK for me, if they want to know just a little bit about the eclipse or anything like that. And so a couple folks wanted a card. I really just gave wonderful advice to Cupcakes 89. She opened up about some of what her desires were, that the cards picked up on, that she did have this deep desire. And I just urged her a little bit on how she could, and she had pulled the same card for herself a few days ago. Okay. It's not accident. It's not coincidence. She had pulled the same card for herself. And so I just gave her some advice if you're just joining. So now I'm waiting for Clara to tell me which card deck. If she doesn't, then I'm going to move on. So stay present with me, right? This takes energy. All right. And it takes honestly years of spiritual practice to be able to do this. Again, with like no knowledge of you, just sort of tuning into you. So if you disappear, then you miss the reading. So I'm going to check if Clara has told me which deck she'd like. The Starseed. Okay, perfect. So let me, I have to kind of shift the energy there. Okay, I'm going to pull one card because that'll give me, the Starseed has sometimes a ritual. It's like, it has a lot. I love it. This is my other new deck that I chose. And then I was gifted this one because I featured Abiola and because also I do talk about the divine feminine. So I have the Oshun while I'm traveling and I have the Starseed. So if you come for a chakra energy activation, you also get a mini reading on what is going on. And that is below the video right now. Okay. You can see, yeah, like my voice changes. I'm going inside. All of you who are here present, let's just settle your energy. And this is for Clara. Clara, this is what you got. Oh, wow. This card, Clara, is so different than all the other cards in the deck. Look at that. Wow. Can you see that? None of this matters. Clara, zoom out. Zoom out, common ground. You guys, this card hit me when I was looking through the deck because the deck is very pink. It's very soft, right? It's like this. And then you get this card. Like, whoa, okay. The cosmos. The cosmos. Right? So, Clara. So let me put the rest away to the side. Now, this is a card that has not been coming up a lot, so I'm going to read you what they say. I think I got this card once, and I've had this deck now for like maybe a month. It has not come up a lot. Clearly, get perspective on something. There's something that you're maybe too involved in, too engaged in, too wrapped up, right? So this card is telling you we are here. It's a brief time. Okay. So again, guys, yeah, typically when I would do this, I'd be at home and I only use the decks I'm really familiar with, but both these decks are new. The Starseed Oracle and the Oshun deck. So I'm just going to read you what it says. This is the question. How are you being called to change your perspective, Clara? Take a step back and look at the bigger picture of your life. We are but a speck of dust in the universe, yet we think everything revolves around us. This is a fleeting moment in the tapestry of your soul's experience. So it's not saying that you're unimportant. That's not what it's saying. And anybody who resonates with this card, it's not saying that, but it's trying to give you like spaciousness around whatever is happening. So Clara, I want to ask you what's happening for you. Something big is happening for you. Wow, let's see what she says. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. I followed you for years, but this is my new YouTube channel. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Awesome. So this sounds, yeah, it's a very powerful card. And I mean, it's almost a little frightening because it's just like, look at, I mean, it's just like, so Clara, what is going on? What is this thing where that you're tied up in? There's something where I feel like you're knotted. Okay, the UK, they love motorcycles. I feel like there's something where you're knotted up. Is just the first thing I'm getting, okay? They're saying don't be lost in just your individual experience. Don't make things bigger than they are because you need to realize that in your soul's journey, this is like just a moment. We build fences and walls to create invisible borders. Mother Earth doesn't need us to survive, but we need her. A new perspective is urgently needed. All right, Clara, I'm going to pull one more card for you because you guys, I can't help it. I'm nosy and I need to know more. I need to know more. Clara, anybody watching, give your thumbs up right now. Give your thumbs up, please. Let YouTube know that my Sunday lives are worth putting out to more people. Okay, so I'm going to pull a tarot card for her. I want to expand on what this perspective, I want just another, give me another layer of what this is about. What is this about? It's a card of, okay. Huh. You're not listening to your intuition. There's some sense that you're cut off from what I would call your divine feminine. This card is in many ways in the tarot the closest. This high priestess, she has hidden knowledge. She has secrets. She has a sense of mystery and knowing and seeing behind the veil. And you got it reversed. So a perspective is needed, but it seems like you may have an inkling of what that is, but you're not, oh gosh, what's the word? Championing it. You're not really seated on your throne as someone who knows and sees the truth of a situation. So, what is this perspective? What is this about? You tell us, because that is enough for you to know. Spirit is telling you you need to back off a little bit, let it breathe, and bring in more openness to the situation, more understanding, um, more spaciousness. She says, yes. Okay. All right. Stay with me, guys. Let's see, because remember, sometimes a theme emerges. This may be for you as well. If you're just watching, this may be your theme. Yes, this resonates. I'm currently choosing a new creative part or path, probably, and planning to change up my job. Also, there have been very rough, tough things with my parents. Yeah, I'm feeling like with the parents, or both, your sense of what's happening in your life now. So pull back. Don't be too dramatic. Is what I'm saying. Don't um, don't let the things that are happening for you become all encompassing. Yeah, just get a large, spacious perspective and you'll be fine. You're currently choosing a creative path and planning to change your job. That's a big thing. And the stuff with the parents. My sense is though, spend more time, I would say, Clara, in meditation, maybe working with cards if you like doing divination, something that puts you in touch with your intuition. So, Clara, is it for you being creative? Because that was a message earlier as well. So, I'm going to put these cards away. But, Clara, for you, your creativity might actually be a way to get some clarity. All right. Let's see. Yes, yes, yes. I think there was one other person. Kay Sharp says the energy from the solar eclipse has a strong energy in drive. Yes, and I had read that earlier. Yes. It's a very powerful solar eclipse. It will unfold. All the astrologers that I follow, that I sort of bring what they say together, say about 6 months. 6 months. Oh, vintage. Sure, vintage. Okay, and you are the last one. Vintage, would you like, which deck would you like? Which deck would you like? I often feel exhausted by the energies of other people. Clara, so go back. I did a cord cutting. Do that practice. And what I will do, honestly, YouTube doesn't love for you to do this, but what I'm going to do is snip the video, just the cord cutting, and probably tomorrow, I'm kind of moving tomorrow. I'm shifting tomorrow. Probably tomorrow evening. Yes, your time. If you're in the UK, in the US, I'll just have the cord cutting as a separate video. Just that, because yeah, you're often exhausted by energies from other people. Yeah, because you're a creative, Clara. So that is really common that we're porous, because that creativity, I think, really comes from spirit. And so you're getting bits of information. You have to be open, but yeah, then you get exhausted. So definitely. So vintage, you'd like starseed. Okay. And we're going to do starseed, and then I believe, yep, it'll be almost 2 hours, an hour 45. You guys, if you have not, consider coming for a chakra energy alchemy session where I basically do an energy recalibration. I wouldn't call it healing, because it's not like a physical healing. It's not even that you need healing, but sometimes when you're stuck, I literally will tune into your chakras. And people have told me they have felt it. I basically energetically, I may see a symbol or just get a feeling, tune into a particular chakra, kind of power it up. And people say they feel things like tingling. Some people literally tell me they feel movement, and they'll tell me the chakra. They'll feel like a circling motion. They'll feel tingling. They'll feel warmth. Yeah. So do check that out. And so I'm getting ready, vintage, I'm getting ready for you. I was just shuffling the tarot, and then now I'm going to shuffle the starseed. Okay, and I need to clear the deck. And let me put, that is on my Calendly. And you guys, thank you for your support. Thank you for your support of the channel. Let me put that in. And actually, I am having a sale right now on the energy alchemy session, the energy healing. I've copied the link. Let me put it in the chat. Oh yeah, it will be up. It will be up. Yes. The energy healing is an hour. I literally tune into your energy, like I said, and it requires my energy to do it, because it's literally moving through time and space. I've been practicing yoga since 1995 and meditation. And so my energy can be very powerful. So it is an investment right now. It's usually $250, the chakra energy session. It's $199. You get the energy healing, and you get about half of it, maybe a little less than half, is a divination about what I saw. So if I see heart chakra decimated, and then that'll come up like, what is it about? Okay. Okay. So do check that out. That is the energy alchemy. You'll see it, and it says clone. It's also below the video. All right. This is for vintage, longtime channel viewer. I've been talking for a while. Okay, there's one card coming up. Okay, so again, even with oracle cards, when I pull them upside down, what that means for me is you're having difficulty with this message. Okay, so let's turn it right side up. Lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Okay, this is a beautiful card. Look at the colors. So the whole deck is very, very soft. Very pastel colors, a lot of pinks and blues. So lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. So vintage, what is This can be very hard. Many of us, if we're stuck at all, and I'm even including myself here, at times that I have been stuck, we're refusing to let go of something. So, Vintage, what is it you're refusing to let go of? I'm going to, again, with this new deck, read you a little bit. Lifting the veil, Vintage. Okay, if you pull this card, you're being called to energetically scan your life, Vintage, and look for things that may no longer be a vibrational match for who you are. I think this is a group message. This is a group message. So it's saying there's a lot of illusion, there are lies. It's an era of, this era is one of uncovering mistruths, right? Think about AI. Think about what is now capable of in like the average person's hands. I was watching a video, you guys. Check this out, a video. It looked really real, but, and some people could not tell it was AI. It showed a child falling into a orangutan enclosure, like a gorilla enclosure. Gorilla goes over and like either picks up the child, but get this, and I'm watching this and I'm like, no, and opens a little door. Don't laugh. Opens a little door from inside. This is a huge gorilla. That is, could be dangerous, right? Opens a door and like puts the child back out. I was like, and then I read the comments. People are like, goddamn AI. I hate AI. And it angered me because this person on their Facebook page was trying to do feel-good videos. Now, it's not feel-good if you made it up. It's not even a movie with the full theme and and deep, meaning. And it's, you faked this. If I watched it really quick, I'd be like, oh my gosh, oh my God, yeah. It didn't hurt the child. Completely fake, 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 fake. Okay, so Vintage says, I have a friend group I thought were my soulmates, and we had a huge toxic breakup. Oh, Vintage. Again, I nailed it. Guys, this is why you need to come to me for a reading, because I am tuned into spirit. This is very clear. And did I say she was having trouble with it? Right? Because again, this is the card upright. I pull it out of the deck. I shuffled for her and it came up upside down, which again, in my readings, even though it's oracle, many people don't read it upside down. That tells me the person is having trouble with the message of the card. The message is questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. There are a lot of lies. She just confirmed this. Scan your life for things that may no longer be a vibrational match for who you are now and how you've grown, Vintage. To dismantle the systems and ways of being that once served you, right? These friends maybe once served you and others, but no longer do. Some star seeds are here to lift the veil between the seen and the unseen worlds, to shine a light on things that are inauthentic or unaligned with the survival and well-being of Earth. Now, Vintage, I don't know if that resonates with you as your greater mission, but clearly, again, she says, I had a friend group. I thought these people were my soulmates. We had a huge toxic breakup, and I don't know how to let go of it and move forward. There were lots of lies and miscommunication. Yeah. You're being called, Vintage, to trust yourself. Notice what's out of alignment and then take the baby steps. So this card is saying for you, start with baby steps. This is no easy feat. I'll hold it up. I'm not making this up. It's set. Wait, where is it? Here on this. Can you see on this page here, right? It's no easy feat, but it is worthwhile, both individually and for the planet. So you need to realign yourself. You need to let them go. I'm still, yes, no, I understand it. And you may never know, Vintage. I'm saying that from my heart because I had something recently where I'm confused about what happened. Parts of it, I'm like, I did my best, but you're just like, what went down? Like, it just feels like confusing, right? Energetic misalignment. The card keeps using misalignment. Mm-hmm. 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 And Cupcakes is giving you, hold on, an emoji here, an emoji here. Yeah. So I'm going to pull one more card because I've done that for everybody. I want it. I mean, you know what it is here, and says, yeah, I felt unaligned and tried to avoid it. Since the breakup, I can see how much I've grown, but they've all stayed friends and villainized me. Ah, you are not necessarily the bad guy. Just I hear what you're saying, Vintage. Just because they've stayed together, that's more about their energies matching. And I'm not saying they're evil or bad necessarily, but their energies are more aligned. Go to a higher level and just look at it, right? There's the phrase birds of a feather flock together. So they do work together, but I know what you're saying because it feels painful. Can you guys give her some support in the chat, please? So it's not just coming from me, community. You feel like, yeah, as humans, we always have safety in the group. That's what we feel. That's in our blood. We have to stay with the group. We're not safe without the group. And so you see this group, now they're still together, and you feel like, okay, maybe I did something wrong. They all must be right. That is not necessarily true. It can be just that their energies, what I'm getting is that their energies are similar. And so it's like they're orbiting around each other, and you've flown out of that orbit. You've flown out of that orbit. I'm going to pull one more card for you. I think I'm going to pull the Oshun deck for you. Goddess Oshun may have some advice. This deck has a lot, why I like it, a lot to do with self-esteem, and it also does talk about shadow aspects like envy, malice. So let's see what you get. Okay, this is for Vintage. So lifting the veil, you need to question everything. Anything unaligned must go. I mean, you're really being told to let it go. Release it. Release it. So let me see. Goddess Oshun. Sweetness. What sweetness? What advice? What wisdom can you bring? Okay. All right. Final shuffle here. I'm going to fan the cards. I'm fanning the cards out. For Vintage. This is the one that wants to come out. What does this card say? Wow. Look at what she got. See, Oshun is like, bring on the warrior. I love this. I love this. You can't make this up. You saw me, right? I held it like the back to you or whatever, or might have held the front to you because I had my eyes closed. I pulled the card straight up, and this is what she got. Personal power, assertiveness, and leadership. I fucking love it. Personal power, assertiveness, and leadership. So she's like had a battle. She feels basically weakened, unsure, insecure, and Oshun came out like, time for you to get into warrior mode. All right. It's incredible. I know. Clara's like, I know. I'm like, damn. You just can't make this up. I love it. So let me get that for you. So I mean, you need to tap into your own power. Vintage, this is for you. So the African goddess, and now she spread with the diaspora. There are Brazilians, Cubans, all kinds of people, right? If you're into, oh gosh, like Santeria, Oshun is there. She morphs as she's moved around the world. But this is an aspect of her saying, take your power back. Okay. I love that the cards are numbered, Vintage. So let's see. See, you needed this deck. Do you guys see that? I'm like, okay, I gave her the star seed, a little softer. Okay. And then I'm like, no, let's go with Oshun. And Oshun came out with warrior. I love it. I love it. Because I didn't know. Your affirmation, Vintage, is I am the warrior of my life. Strong, resilient, and guided by my inner light. That is beautiful. And then it gives a ritual. Okay. Here, this is what I'm going to do. Vintage, I'm going to hold this up and just stop the video here. All right. This is the ritual. Okay. You just literally stop the video and you'll be able to read it. And it has to do with the solar plexus. Yes. The solar plexus is where our personal power, that's what she says. I feel like I'm so weak and fragile and afraid of leaving my house. Vintage, yeah, you're a sensitive person. I went through that as well very recently, and it this tells me that you're what I'm calling an HSSP, a highly sensitive spiritual person. So you're not just like a sensitive person, you're a highly sensitive spiritual person. Yeah, they're big in the community. I do need to find more strength, put myself where they will be. Well, don't put yourself where they will be. Why? Um, okay, so Vintage, I'm going to coach you briefly here. I have 3 videos on grounding, centering, and shielding. Go to the homepage of my channel. This is for any of you watching who are feeling the same as Vintage for whatever reason. It talks about grounding, which is connecting yourself to Mother Earth. It's hugely powerful. That's going to make your body stronger. Centering, how to do that. It's a separate video. It's short. They're like 5 minutes each. And then shielding. So you need that. Also, Vintage, you clearly need to do the cord cutting. This is so wild, you guys, because out of the blue, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do the cord cutting because I pulled that card. And you see the folks who have come through, especially if you've been here since the beginning, they have needed that. So you need to go back and watch how and do the cord cutting. All right. And do the ritual if you can. It's calling for a yellow candle and a piece of paper and a pen. Claim your power and let your courage lead the way. Oshun the warrior is a fierce defender of truth, purpose, and integrity. Just like her, you have a fire burning that fuels your decisions and actions. Now, let me give you some other goddesses. Maybe this is not your pantheon. Again, and I was feeling that, and that's fine. It's interesting because she specifically mentions, right, others, similar aspects of the goddess from around the world. So in Greek and Roman stories, Aphrodite and Venus embody love and beauty. The Norse goddess Freya cries tears of gold. Freya is also very strong. So Vintage, if you're drawn more to Norse, there's a goddess Freya that is also very much about feeling powerful. She's naming Ishtar from Babylonia, Iana. The Egyptian goddess Hathor. Lakshmi, I don't feel this is as much a Lakshmi. I feel this is more of a, and not Kali, if you're drawn to that pantheon, but Durga. Durga rides a tiger. Durga, if you are into yoga and feel drawn to the East, maybe from past lives. So she's linking Oshun in general, but I feel like this warrior aspect, I would say Freya. I would say, what's the Celtic goddess? Does anybody know who's like about like saying no? Bridget. The goddess Bridget also has that warrior aspect. And again, Durga. So and again, this isn't saying you need to go fight them. It's saying you need to, because it's feminine, it's saying you need to establish your boundary and your power so you move through the world, Vintage, with strength. Yes, and honor. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah. And I know this came in before I said all of that. So yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm. Try meetup groups in terms of cupcakes. Finish up that comment. In terms of finding a new spiritual group for herself. You guys, I'm gonna share one thing that I want to do. Because you're here, and you benefited from being here, and you enjoyed this time. All right, and it's a small group. Yes, it was a very eye-opening. Yeah, absolutely. Disney and Mulan. Okay, yes. There are people who maybe I call myself a mystic, but I know some people who are like chaos witches. They can take a character from or an archetype from a modern movie or comic book and use that. So yes, new groups activities. Yes, that's great advice. You guys, would you be interested in me doing a channel membership? What that is, real quick, some of you know I did that before and I got overwhelmed, but here's why. I was running 2 different memberships. I was on Patreon where I'd give extra things and do things with just the members. And then I was on YouTube and I couldn't connect them, right? Let me know if you're interested because this is what I want to do, okay? For either, I think I'm doing $7.99 or $8.99 and I have to do the math and look at the numerology, okay? Seriously, Spirit has been telling me to do this. I would do once a month a reading, a full reading that only members would have, right? So it's private. So it's YouTube membership. You just click the members button, which I haven't put up yet. Now, you would get that, and I'm following what Roshita Dow does on her channel. She just does a live where people just share. It's women in her channel, just women, but they share, and it's just like a get together, a gathering. Again, I did this. I built up to around. I had like at the peak probably about 45 members between Patreon. They were supporting the channel and the YouTube memberships. Give me a yes. Would you be interested in this at all? Again, it would be like $8.99. Again, what you would get, what I wouldn't put on the general channel, because I don't want to be, those of you who followed me for a while know I don't want to be known as a tarot channel. I don't want to be known as a tarot channel. I don't want to be limited that way, because I know, not to sound conceited, but I know much more than tarot, much more than my intuition. You guys know I know a lot about wellness, healing, meditation. And so I don't want to, that's why I stopped putting tarot on the channel. And a lot of people went away when I stopped doing that, right? I just wasn't feeling it. It didn't align, right? Sometimes we have to let go. Let me know, give me a yes if you would join the membership. I want to try it for like 3 months. So it would be April, May, June. I'll just try it. And you would get, at the first of the month, you would get a reading, probably a you choose. And probably the third or fourth week, we would also just get together and talk. You do and share. You do not have to put your camera on. I know for some people they're shy or they're like, well, do I fit in? I would say you don't have to put your camera on. What I would love though is if you wanted, you know how I think you can just put a picture, right? I'm not quite sure if it would be Zoom or how. But it would be, you know, the membership would be through YouTube. Give me a yes if you would be interested. It would be, and you would also get, you would get to tell me what video, like video ideas. So you would get 3 things. You'd get a monthly reading. You would get a live, probably on a Saturday morning, with me, where you share. It's like just a gathering. I think I would open it to men too, but it would still be 98% women. Okay. Where we just talk. And you would get to vote on videos. Yes. So yeah, it's channel membership, and I would make it, it's really easy to join. And that's why I'm going back to YouTube. Yeah, I know financially. I could do different tiers, cupcakes. What would be a tier that you would feel comfortable with? I think you would love it. If you got Goddess from what I shared today, I think you would love it. And it's a way to just build community. Maybe there's 1 or 2 people that you like in there, and or 3 or 4 or 5. Okay. Clara's Creative Corner. Let's see what she says. The YouTube membership is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do the Patreon again. Here's why. Let me be really clear. So I was running both at the same time. I had the YouTube one because it's easy. People just click, oh yeah, no, I like Viv. I want to do this. I want to get the little perks and whatever, behind the scenes, whatever. Then I had the Patreon, because Patreon I could do more things. But I've really thought about it, you guys. Oh, that's true. Yeah, the buy a coffee. I haven't done that. Kofi. Thank you, cupcakes. Yeah, that. Thank you. I should do that. Um, I should do that. And a lot of people have that. Most people have that. Most YouTubers have that. Um, so I was just getting overwhelmed because I'd have to post everything on Patreon, and then I'd have to copy and repeat it on YouTube. Right. And it just got to be too much. It got to be too much. And like I said, it was growing. I think I was up to like 45 people. Like there were people regularly coming, and I would do like a theme. That's when I called it Goddess Circle, right? So some of you have been around, like Clara, you've been around, you saw that. So Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Spirit is saying to do it. It'll just keep me motivated to go. This channel, you guys, I'm going deep behind the scenes now. YouTube channels that make a lot of money, they do stupid things. I'm not lying to you. They do stupid things like pranks. Come on. Come on. I'm too old for pranks. Pranks and just silly things. Channels like these that are smaller, literally they're not, YouTube is not we're not making money off of this. So I want to like offer something to members, and I'm going to set it up because I'm feeling like spirit is also in the reading today that I shared with you, that card that started this, the Oshun deck. It got start, we're telling you to start something before it makes sense. So just like do it. I basically got the just do it card is what I got. Okay. Just do it. So I am going to set that up, and it is sunset here. I'm going to turn just so you can see out the window, because I don't, I don't want to do the interior just for privacy's sake of the person where I'm staying. But I want to show you, see the little cat thing. But the sun is setting here, and so the sun's about to. Um, It's my favorite time of day. I would love that. And again, I want I watch your yoga videos and chakra videos, but then we went back outside. Girl, ain't that the truth? Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. I'm still here. I'm still here. I know we went back outside. Yes, the channel grew a lot during the pandemic, but everybody's channel grew. You are speaking the truth. Cupcakes, do you do yoga? Again, if you were a member, I'd be like, and you're like, Viv, do yoga. I'd be like, okay, do y'all want me to do yoga? So you would get to vote. That's what's nice about the membership. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. That's what's nice about it. But yes, exactly. You're so funny. You're tuning in from Austria. Clara. Okay, no, it's 7 here. It's 7 here. Listen, guys, I'm gonna give you this. If you want to reach out to me, I'm just feeling like there might be assistant at in the flow of magic. But I am gonna put the membership up, okay? Don't let me be in this membership by myself. So literally like $8 or $9, you pay as you go, meaning I'm not asking you. I was trying to set up a bigger membership, and I think everybody is a little bit scared right now. You're inconsistent. I love that you're like very truthful. I love that. I love that. You're inconsistent with movement. Goddess, okay, I'm going to get on you about this. I can't help it. I am a coach. What you told me you want to manifest, you have to shift your energy, and movement is the fastest way. You just be like, I'm going to take a walk 3 times a week, Viv. 3 times a walk, go for in a park near you where you're safe. I don't know where you live, okay? Go where you're safe. If there's a mall, go walk in the mall. That's going to change your energy. That's going to, yeah. I mean, everybody's inconsistent. Listen, I went for a walk. My ankle hurts because I twisted my ankle. So we'll hang out like this in the membership. What Rashida Dow does too is she may do just like a behind the scenes, what she's doing, because I'm not posting everything I'm doing in England out to the YouTubes. So, like I said, I would definitely, because I'm feeling drawn to do a full reading for the members, and I'm going to set it up tonight. So I would have a reading um, is tomorrow the 2nd? By the 2nd, I would have April's reading. And then we would have like one live that's private. Yeah. What's been your goal? Oh, exercise? You are in my head today. I'm an intuitive. People pay me for this stuff. I am, because I don't even know. I got that for you. I got that for you. What you're saying, you want to be a mother, all of that, you got to shift your energy. The fastest way to shift your energy, short of like doing ayahuasca. Okay, you're not going to fly to Peru and do ayahuasca, okay? With a shaman. Get out there and walk and just sit with a tree, look at some flowers. You're going to feel so good. It's going to lift your energy. It's going to lift your energy. Yeah, tomorrow's the 31st. Okay, So I can say by the first, I will have a reading if you all become a member. If you're watching this and you become a channel member by the first, am I shifting on the first? Because you guys know I'm moving all over the UK. Um, I end where I am with the black cat with the huge eyes that I showed you earlier. I'm gonna have to say goodbye to this kitty tomorrow. And then I have some free time. So I can do a reading for y'all. And I would probably do a you choose. I don't know. I'm gonna see, but there'll always be some intuitive message. If you're a channel member, that'll be the main thing. All right. And I would thank you for your support because it is like buy me a coffee. I'm gonna show you what you guys would be buying me. You're gonna laugh. Hold on. That I'm addicted to these things. All right. And so you get a little insight on my adventures. This smells so good. You guys, so in the UK, this is a chain. This is not a fancy restaurant. It's called Cornish Bakehouse. Um, Cornish, it's a part of England. It is so good. When I tell you, you guys know Jamaican meat patties. I know a lot of you are going to know what I'm saying. They make some vegetable patties. I'm going to show you. They're so good. I know this is weird to show you, but they are so good. They are so good. It's like a nice crust and the veggies taste really fresh, but it's a chain. And obviously they have meat ones too, right? But they have about 4 vegetarian, and I think they even have 2 vegan. Yeah, because I ate the vegan one earlier while I was walking. It had this like vegan twist, and I thought it was like a fake meat. And they're like, no, it's just vegetables. It was delicious. So if you join my membership, you will buy me a Cornish Bakehouse. I want to say it's £5, £5.95. In American money, how much is that in American money? Let's call it 6. That's about $8.50. But it is so good. If you come to the UK, you need to check this out. I need to get them to sponsor. Cornish Bakehouse needs to sponsor my videos and sponsor my channel. Oh yes, no cupcakes. So my cat Percival is not this big black cat. Oh my God, you guys, it literally is like this, and it's got one eye open watching me. So all I see is black, and one golden eye is looking at me right now. It is so funny. You're gonna keep that eye open? Just that one eye. Okay. My cat, somebody is taking, yeah, thank you, Clara. It does, believe me. I wonder if they have something like that in Austria. Um, I have a friend whose family, she goes to Austria pretty regularly and teaches, and she'll teach yoga. To her family, she'll go over there. She'll take them all to the park and make them do yoga. But what was I saying? No, my cat Percival is being taken care of right now by an older woman who is a friend of a friend of a friend. She's the mom of a friend of mine. And Percival has been a little difficult. Okay, that's a whole other story I don't want to get into. Percival has been a little difficult, but she's taking care of him for me till I come back to the US or I figure out how I can move my cat. So that's a big issue for me. I'm trying to figure that out. Anyway, guys, I've been talking for 2 hours and 18 minutes. So Clara, cupcakes, who else was here at the beginning? V, I think V might still be here. Okay. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Free Soul. Yes, we did the practice together. Vintage. It was so nice to see you again, Vintage. It's been a little while, I feel like. So I'm going to put this up tonight. I'm excited because I just feel like I want a way to have community where I can see you guys and just share, but it's not so just the video because I can't see you. I want a way that's a little more private. I also figured with YouTube, there is a way where if I make a PDF, for instance, like of affirmations, I can get it to you. Like I figured that out. At first I was stumped and I was like, YouTube has some limitations, and it does. But I think everything that I would offer to you guys, I can within the limitations of YouTube. And like I said, YouTube is the easiest way for people to join because they're just like, oh, I just clicked the button. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I know, $7. Okay. But when I say to people, oh, become a member and go over to this website, people don't, they're not as likely to do it. Even if they want to, they're like, oh, I'll do it later. So anyway, you guys, thanks for being here with me. And yes, I'm gonna, it smells so good, you guys. My Cornish bakehouse. There is cheese in this. You guys know I am eating so many greens, you guys. If you saw, I'm having a lot of green smoothies and I am definitely vegetarian. And so I'm sometimes having a little bit of cheese, but not a lot. I would say in the last month, I've had cheese maybe, well, because of this bakehouse thing, let me not lie. Because of the bakehouse thing, I've had cheese like 3 times. Other than that, eating vegan, um, not eating any meat. They have this great fake cutlet here, you guys. I'll show you. It's another product that I've only seen in Britain. I have not seen it in the US. It's called the Vegetarian Butcher. I don't know if that's a catchy name. What do you think? The Vegetarian Butcher. I'm like, butcher, vegetarian, we don't, the word butcher, because it also means to kill, right? Like that's what, anyway, let me not get off topic. But they make this thing that tastes so much like chicken. Like it's like a chicken cutlet. The texture, the taste is like chicken. It's not cheap. You get 2 cutlets for like £5.50, which again, in American, I realize I'm paying like $7. Okay, yeah, that's a little high. That's a little high, Viv. I'm having trouble doing the conversion, you guys. I'm seeing the price like, oh, it's only $5. No, the British pound is stronger than whatever you would say. It's stronger than the dollar. So, but yeah, there's some really good vegan. It's vegan. There's some really good vegan foods that I've never seen in the U.S. So anyway, love you guys. Yeah, it's a lot. It adds up. It adds up. $5.95 is probably 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think it's quite 9, but it's adding up. So thank you. Thank you for being here, guys. I will see you. I usually try to put out a video on Thursdays and then I do the live on Sundays. And again, thank you for being part of my community. Yeah, and the moving is just going to my next location. So it's not like I'm moving all my furniture. Oh, you guys, thank you. Let me know also after I go off here, let me know what topics you are interested in. So basically, I'm literally just going to be at an Airbnb, you know, and then I'm going to go to my next location. Like I said, I'm here by the bay in southern England in Dorset. And I've strolled over to the bay where there are these yachts and it's pretty. I'm not hugely excited by boats. I mean, whatever. Yes, I will definitely do the membership. I'm going to do it and give just a little more connection. And I think for some of the folks who are my regular viewers, and there is a core group really of, I'd say about 200 people, we'll see that. Just be nice to come together. So I'm going to move from the coast where I am in the UK back up. I've been in the Midlands, which is the really pretty countryside of the UK. That's where I was. Then down by the coast, and now I'm going to go back up more kind of the middle, and maybe I'll do some walk and talks. Okay. But again, it's boring, I'm not doing anything fancy. All right. Love you guys. And it's always nice, Clara, I just want to say it's always nice to see an artist in the chat. Because we think differently. So it's nice to see a creative, especially in the chat. I really appreciate you. Much love, peace and blessings. Bye for now.